Oh, yeah. We're in the blackout. We're in the void right now. And strange shift is happening. It's getting kind of crazy right now. But when we come out of this blackout, oh, we're all going to be chilling out on a new timeline, Light Warriors. It's coming. It's good to see everyone. We're in the Schumann Resonance blackout. As I'm making this transmission, we are almost in it for 24 hours. Many times when we go through these longer blackouts, we see a massive shift. There's a lot of strange things going on in the world right now. Very strange. So let's take the time. Let's get in alignment. You know, we're all just tuning into a frequency. That's what our reality is. It's just a frequency. And since the frequency of our world, the Schumann resonance, it's gone right now. It's like there's nothing happening. Do you realize that right now? So, you know, they say truth is stranger than fiction. Our reality is very strange. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're tuning in, please smash the like button. If you're watching on the replay, I'm just giving everyone a few minutes to get on. It's very chaotic right now. You're watching the ups and downs. We're going to be talking about the ups and downs, fixing problems, finding the answers, new projects that might arrive at your door, the massive reset that's happening, wacky things that are happening maybe personally in your life. It is all crazy right now, but don't worry. Oh yeah, don't worry. We're going to fine-tune ourselves to be in alignment with the Schumann resonance, the 432 hertz frequency of the love bowl. So sit back, let's take a minute and retune ourselves. We're all going to come out of this blackout entering a new reality. And we're getting in alignment by doing this right now. You have to be in alignment with this new reality that we're all experiencing. Metaphysical Mike, 1111, thank you so much for the support, brother. Hi, Michael. I'd like to do a collaboration with you and your YouTube channel sometime soon. You and I both laugh and have fun. Can I connect with you? Yeah. And again, connect, Mike, if you haven't connected on our Telegram and everyone else that's listening, we have a Telegram and Discord, Our Everyday Lives 528 for the 528 hertz frequency, the miracle tone. And I recently just put up a 1-hour meditation. You should go to the channel page. If you've yet to listen to it, you should save it to your favorites. And this is a very powerful, it's a time period that's making you say, holy shift. And, you know, you should be running frequencies, if it calls you, daily right now. You know, I'm running the 432 hertz frequency. We have the 528 hertz frequency. These are the solfeggio frequencies. These are the core creator frequencies of the universe. There are 9 frequencies that have created this entire universe. But day after day, the people of the world, they are tuned into dissonance. You might be new to this and you haven't realized that mainstream music has been tuned to the 440 hertz frequency, known as the satanic frequency, that actually puts the body in dissonance and creates dis-ease. Yeah. So a lot of the attacks on humanity we are not even aware of. And that's why we're raising awareness to these frequencies. And if you're new to this, you should check out the 440 hertz frequency versus the 432 hertz frequency, the love bowl. I set out like a signal. They're out there, and they said, "Oh, there's a man armed with a love bowl. He's promoting love to the world," and they get crazy. I know I missed someone. I'm gonna try to see if I could pull it up, but you know, we're getting ready for a massive crash to happen. We're witnessing the crash of society happening. Ben, thank you so much. Honk honk to you as well, Ben. I really appreciate you, Ben. I appreciate the support, and you know, we gotta really. Thank you, brother. We have to be in alignment at this time. And, you know, I was recently, you know, I was sharing, even with Ireland, like the views have actually been down. I said, what happened? And now we're going through the blackout right now. Look, the people are coming back into the, look, everyone's coming back right now. And these frequencies, like we actually see tangible evidence in our everyday life. You know, I could use this right now. We're seeing the alignment come back. Look at all the people that are in the chat right now. And please continue to smash the like button. The chat is on fire, right? And if you haven't subscribed, you should consider subscribing to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You could be part of our beautiful group chat. We're having a good time. We're just partying on the new earth right now. And that's what this is all about. We're in this blackout. Some people are new to our channel and learning about the Schumann resonance and what it means metaphysically, what it means scientifically and spiritually to your everyday life. But the Schumann resonance blackout is representing the void. And while we're in the void, this is the void of creation, right? So when we think of the universe, right, the creation is in the void. And a lot of times I share about the isolation period. You might be going through an isolation period. You feel like you're in a void. There's no one around from you. As Tesla said, be alone, free of distractions beating down on the creative mind. As you're going through this shift right now, you know, you're starting to become a creator. And as you're creating, it's a very important role. And we need to be free of distractions. When we look out into the world, we look out into the vast world. We look out into TV. You know about TV land? TV! Oh, the people still believe TV. It's full of distractions. It's full of bread and circus. This is a biblical time period. Brush up on your Bible. They give you bread and circus to keep you distracted. What's the new reality show? What's going on? What is this celebrity dating doing? Who slapped who? You know about all these distractions. They're distracting you from millions of people that are dying right now. We have to wake up, son. So let's take, before we get into this today, it's really important. And again, continue to smash the like button. As I run this, maybe you want to share the video link out. And let's tune in to the frequency. It's called God's frequency, 432 hertz. It is a great way to start the day, right? We got to get in the mood, light warriors. We got to get our vibrational frequency tuned in at this time. So again, I'm grateful for all of your support. The more that you interact with this video, you're smashing the like, you're leaving comments, you're interacting in the live chat. It sets off all the algorithms, and they say, oh, everyone else wants to have a fun time on the new earth. Everyone's, oh, I got to tune in. I got to tune into our everyday lives. So this Schumann resonance blackout has many energy themes, and you're experiencing ups and downs and nervous energy. Is that you on your journey? And we're live as I'm giving this energy update, so you could raise your hand in the you could give the raising the hand emoji chat. You could shoot some stars in the chat to share with everyone, so that people realize that this is actually happening right now. We're going through ups and downs, and there's nervous energy. There are sudden changes that are occurring. The sudden change, like something could boom, it just knocks you over. So I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. And it could be something that's positive, negative, or it might, appear negative, but maybe it's a positive thing that you don't really realize. But there are sudden changes that are happening. And this is in order to fix problems. This blackout, this is all about fixing problems. We're moving to a new timeline, and we see the energy theme. We're in the event right now. Michael, what's the event? The event is the expansion of human consciousness. We're expanding human consciousness right now. And these ups and downs, this time period is about fixing problems and finding answers. A lot of people across the world, they don't have the answers that they need. Even myself, I'm trying to find some more answers, light warriors. But every time we've gone through these Schumann resonance blackouts, especially a massive blackout like we are right now, as I'm leaving this transmission, we're heading into 24 hours of this blackout. Who knows? Maybe we're coming out of it as I'm leaving it. Maybe it will continue. We've had long ones in the past. And typically, when we come out, something massive happens in the world. This is our early warning signal. Remember Independence Day? The guy was like, oh, the crazy scientist. He's like, oh, it's a countdown. Remember that? They teach you the truth in movies, right? No, but something big's about to pop off, baby. Something big. What is big to one person might not be big to the next. But there is something massive that shifts us all. New projects will arrive to your door. Are you noticing this now in the past day? Or maybe you'll all of a sudden, boom, it just pops into your lap. New projects will arrive on my personal journey. Yesterday I had new projects. I didn't expect them to come up. But people came to me to start restructuring all these events and stuff that are coming up. It's going to be a September to remember. And I had these new projects. And, just being thrown into this, and these are good people, and I have to work for them to help them, because, we're all spreading beautiful truth. A lot of I spoke on a truth tour over the summer. Oh, it's coming to New York. Yeah, if you'd like to see me live, it's coming. And, I was, given the responsibility to help, put this together a little bit better, because it's very, it's not so open over here. It's hard to find places of nature and wide open spaces. So, we're all, getting together, and, we have to have things like, meditation and, whatever you'd like to call them, prayer groups, drumming circles. Oh, we're going to have a beautiful drumming circle. It's going to be tremendous. And, some people, that's a spiritual wackadoo stuff. But actually, when we do these mass meditations, when we do these drumming circles, we're actually fighting in spiritual World War III against Satan and these sick and twisted beings that are actually not even in this physical realm right now. It's hard for people to wrap their brains around it. But these are real things that are going on, and you're serving in a spiritual army of God. You have the seal in the forehead. You have the full armor of God on, and you're moving forward as a warrior of the rainbow of the Hopi prophecy. Everything is reset again with this blackout. We're in the blackout. You see, I'm staying hydrated. Got my alkaline water. Hydrating. Stay hydrated at this time. Practice what you preach. Oh, look at that, 528. And it keeps going up. Yeah. Everything is being reset again. Hiva, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I'm a lot like a lioness mood today. Nervous energy, maybe just speaking my truth and making things shake. Whoever likes it or not, yeah, speak your truth even if your voice shakes. You know, we all had the lion energy come into us in August, right? It's like the seeds. The seeds that I plant today will not bear fruit today. And the seeds that God has planted within your DNA via the solar flash energies that are coming in, now you have these energies. And now you are applying them to your everyday life. You're roaring like the lion. Are the lions in the chat? Let me know if the lions are there. The lions are here to roar. Things can begin to flow and fall into place. I've experienced that on my journey personally, right? And, you know, things I didn't really understand, all of a sudden, right now, in the past 24 hours, things are starting to flow. It's starting to go right. Oh, it's falling right into place right now. I didn't see it coming. Okay, here we go. It's all going into place now. It's falling into place. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. Got to stay organized. Or you could also have things shut off. They shut off. The door's closed. The door's closed. That path is not for you. The door shuts. Boom! They slam the door. God slams the door right in your face. Boom! I say, what the? Because that wasn't your path. And that's what the blackout is all about. This is a literal timeline jump that we're going through right now. If you're ready to come out on top of this timeline jump, please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message. We're going through a timeline jump right now. And you're going to come out of this timeline. You're going to jump. Boop! You're jumping right on the new timeline. I know people, they can't get off the timeline. However, I also know people, and I bumped into them in the past week, see my brothers and sisters, and they are ready to jump on the new timeline for the new earth. Oh, she's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaky. Thank you so much, super freak. I appreciate the support. Shaking, quaking, and making shift from Shinola. Yeah, there's a lot of shaking and quaking right now. And, you know, God has to shake the earth. There are still people that are sleeping. They still believe all of the stuff that's been thrown up into the air. Remember, if you missed the other episode, again, if you're new to the channel, go to the channel page, especially these September videos that I'm putting up, so important for this month. Everything's kind of being thrown up in the air. Here, humans, look at this, humans, and look at that, humans, and now all this stuff is thrown up into the air, and you can't even see what's going on. They do this on purpose to confuse you and draw you off your path. Jane Hawks, thank you so much, Jane. I love you. Thank you so much for the support. I'll continue to serve the people every single day. If you're new to the channel, we have a daily video here, yeah. Every day is actually part of our channel name, because you know what? It's not like I used to. So if you're familiar with my journey, you know, I was big into you know, working out, bodybuilding. Not, you know, massively big. I was always a middleweight. You know, I was into working out, and especially in college, right? And you know, you have to view your whatever it is you're working out, you have to view your vessel as a well-oiled machine. Write it in the chat, well-oiled machine. So over the course of my journey, I had some people that I knew, all of a sudden they got so big, they had all these muscles, one-hit wonder, right? One summer they were so big, I said, how did they get so, all of a sudden, and then they just disappeared and they either shriveled up or you know. But what I say is you got to be consistent year after year after year after year. That's what this is about. It's not, it's just, oh, I got to get so big. You have to be a well-oiled machine. That's when I keep going, baby. Oh, yeah. You have to be a well-oiled machine. And year after year, summer after summer, I just keep going. So it's not about, you know, being a one-hit wonder. You have to keep going. So as that goes for your physical body, that also goes for our mental and spiritual body. You can't just watch one, whatever you want to call it, spiritual video, one life coaching video and say, oh, my life is perfect. We work every single day. Write it in the chat. Every single day. We do it every single day. Hashtag no days off. And it's about the power of consistency and resiliency. So now we're going through this blackout. We can't just say, yay, it's going to be done for us. Yay, everyone's going to come save us because it's the blackout now. You have to focus like your attention like a laser beam right now. You have to be working on yourself. Why do you say this? Because some people still don't get this. You are broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. So if you have people in your life, they, oh, that's not real. That'll never happen. We're going back to normal. If you have these people in your life, they're actually infiltrating because then you put what's called self-doubt. You can't have self-doubt. I raise warriors. I raise armies of Christ right now. And you have to, if you have to isolate yourself, if you have to cut people out of your life right now, you can't have any self-doubt. Again, write it in the chat. No self-doubt. What do you have? No self-doubt. You have to understand, overstand, believe that this is happening and this is happening right now. And the more of us that come together, the more of us, you know, we talk about these mass meditations. These are the things that get us to this new earth. You can't have the self-doubt. You can't go back. Once you see, you could never unsee, and you could never go back. Bay Area believer, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, brother. It's my honor to do this. It's my honor to serve. It's my honor to be a warrior of Christ. It's an energy. It's actually on the top of the vibrational consciousness scale. It's called authenticity, which is also known as light. And Nikola Tesla said, everything is the light, which is the truth, which is Christ. That's why this is the return of Christ. That's why this is the solar flash. And now everything makes sense as we're witnessing it in the Schumann resonance behavior. If you're new to the Schumann, this is documented daily. Go and you could research the Schumann resonance and see how it's changed since 2019. Karen, thank you so much for the support. 999. This is the endings right now. This is September 9. Everyone write it in the chat. Everyone start shooting 999s into the chat. It's the ending. Mike, thank you for your continued commitment to humanity. It's my honor to serve, Karen. It's my honor to never go back. And now I've created a new school, a new community. I'm now the teacher of the new earth. Have you ever seen my interview? I was world famous for a day in the UK. Shout out to everyone in the UK that's watching our world famous channel. I did an interview on how I became the teacher of the new earth. I'll share that one in our group chats if you've never seen that one. And that was over 2 years ago. And future does prove past. And look at where we are today. We're going through this massive shift. and we are now in alignment. You know, you could reflect back, you know, as I'm sharing this, you know, we see that everything is being reset. Things are starting to flow, and doors are also getting slammed in our face, because we have to be in alignment. Because we have to be in alignment. And as we go through the Schumann I got the blackout shirt on. We're in the Schumann resonance blackout. It's the void of creation. So now we have to be in alignment. Personal, wacky things are happening in your everyday life right now. Wacky things happening in your life. You're saying, what the heck just happened? Or you are having things, and even if it's little minute things, listen, if your pineal gland is not calcified, if you're fully functioning, your pineal gland is working, your third eye is open. And we talked about this with the Mandela effects. You know about Mandela effects? You might be witnessing things appear and disappear in your life during this blackout. You know, I've seen like little random things in my house, not noteworthy. I'll just share one thing, and we'll see if it reappears. Things that have just appeared, even if it's like a, you know, even if it's just like something that wasn't there, like a trash or like things that happen where like you think you emptied your coffee grinds out of your coffee pot, and all of us I said, I thought I emptied these coffee grinds, and they were still there. You know, recently I had this. It was only like $45. It's gone. I knew exactly where I put it, and it's totally gone. So we're gonna see if maybe it appears somewhere else in my house. But again, that's not a big deal, but it's something that you really are focused on, right? I said, I knew I had this here, and now it's gone. So we'll see if we come out of this blackout, if it reappears. But, you know, certain things like that, it either drives you crazy. And things like that, like I know I put something somewhere. Be nice to have the $45 again. Or it would be nice to, I thought I cleaned my coffee pot out. Now it's still, I could have swore I did this. Is that you right now? Are you saying, I could have swore it's usually little minute things. It's usually not something massive. And these are the little nudges that God is giving us to say, hey, we live in a matrix reality. Yeah, you know, we talked about that, Ireland, on our Zoom. People were, if you are not part of our Patreon, if you would like to be part of our Zoom meetings, please join our Patreon. I'm very grateful for the support, and the links are in the description. And, you know, they were talking about these children that are actually able to see fairies now and see auras, right? Like I knew, like my Nana years ago was able to see auras and stuff. Zoom is so much fun, right? There is a grand illusion, Ronnie. The illusion is coming down. Everything's it's coming down. And it's coming down as we go through this blackout. So I'm going to roll up my sleeves. Let's take another minute. Let's get in tune, the 432 hertz frequency. It's known as the universal frequency of God. Dustin, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for you. You're always here. You mean so much. And, you know, this has been a 4-year journey. And this is the month where it all counts right now. And, you know, we go into more detail in our Zoom meetings. And, you know, there's a lot of wild and wacky things that are going on in the world right now. What are the wild and wacky things that you're experiencing? Why don't you leave them in the comments? Why don't you share them in the group chat right now? Are you witnessing wacky things on the television programs? Are you witnessing wacky things in your everyday life? Actually, all we could do is become the change we want to see in the world, and nothing outside of us exists. So kind of like all the stuff you see on the TV doesn't even exist. It's only your personal life. That's why the name of the channel is Our Everyday Lives. It's about you. Amber, thank you so much for the support. I'm very grateful. My awakening started in 2020, and ever since, incredible things have been unfolding in my life. Thank you for being here, being part of my journey. Yeah. You know, my awakening started, I would say massively, like 7 years ago. And the more I started this channel, and things that were never part of my life then became part of my life. And even though they could be good things, it's like even hard to handle. Because you have all these subconscious programs your entire life. And you say, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, and then you find yourself curled up in the fetal position. And you're like, you know, I was doing this my whole life. I was alone my whole life. What the heck do I do now? I don't know what to do. I never did this before. Oh, Franny Lee 1206. I love you, Franny. I'm so grateful that you're here all the time. Thank you for being our awesome teacher, the teacher of the new earth. Thank you so much for that, Franny Lee. I love you. And I love each and every one of you. And, you know, the Schumann resonance, you know, all the signs, you know, I felt the importance of it. I started sharing about it. I did my first video. What is the Schumann resonance? You know, that was an interesting one. Those that have been on the journey with me since the beginning. But I did these things not because they were popular. Oh, I could get a lot of views. Yes. I'll do some manifestation. You know them. They're out there. You want to manifest? Little pixie dust. Yeah. No, but we learned the truth of what's really going on here for our channel. Yeah, I hear a lot of people rave about breath work, Christy. I have to incorporate it a little bit more. I think, you know, I actually naturally do it. You know when I naturally do it? When I go into the ocean and it's freezing cold and it's good. Remember the Wim Hof method? That it naturally does that when you go in the ocean here. The ocean is totally different in New York than in Florida. The Ham. Thank you so much, The Ham. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. And yeah, when you go in the every time the bell rings, the angel gets its wings. When you go in the water and it starts, you start feeling it, you know. But yeah, the breath work is important. We're constant. I mean, the breath is so important. You know, you could go without food for a long time. You could go without water for a decent amount of time. But how long can you go without the breath? It's very interesting when you think about it that way, the breath. I know in the physical world, and please smash the like button if you're learning something new. I know in the physical reality that we're in, we're thinking about the breath, we're breathing in oxygen molecules, and you know, we pull the oxygen molecules and it goes into our lungs and so on and so forth. But Tesla said we're in the ether. And we're like in this ether right now, in the electric universe. And we have to constantly have that connection. Think of the chi energy. Think Think of the prana energy. And we're constantly connected to the ether in the electric universe. It's actually waking me up right now. Right? I'm getting lightheaded from doing it, right? But the breath work, woo, the energy, it's coming in. It's putting us in alignment. And we have to be in alignment right now. Almost passed out from that. It's very powerful. And, you know, the breath, when you think of the chi, when you think of the prana, when you think of electromagnetism, there's many different ways of thinking about this right now. We could take the scientific lens, we could take the metaphysical lens, we could take the spiritual lens. I'm going to power you all up, Vortex, yeah. And, you know, that's what this time period is about. So we're in this blackout. I've shared this for many years now because we've had many Schumann resonance blackouts. This is the void of creation. So we all have to broadcast the electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. That we're starting the new timeline right now, that we're in the blackout. When we exit the blackout, we are going to see the crash down of the old and the birth, like a rocket ship, like a light ship. Rocket ships away, going up to the new earth. We all have to broadcast as we come out of this blackout. We are witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. Once again, as we go through this blackout, we are witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. We're doing the mass meditation right now, if you didn't figure it out. We are witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. We are witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. We're witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. You know, you might be called to drink water at this time. You know, you got to listen to your body. The waters of the body have to flow. Yeah, these numbers are very powerful. Could only imagine. Remember, everything is inverted. And together we're creating this right now. And you know, that's why this is so powerful, and continue to stay here, continue to smash the like button. We are charging up this message right now. We're in the Schumann resonance blackout for years, over and over. We've shared. This is the void of creation. And it's up to you. It's not up to someone else. It's not up to false idols. It's up to you to simply broadcast the signature into the quantum field at this time. We are witnessing the crash of the old and the birth of the new. And this is happening. That's why this is a September to remember. You know? I shared with you before it started. We were coming in. I said this was going to be a September to remember. And wouldn't you believe, we have one of the longest Schumann resonance blackouts that we've had in a very long time. Not a few hours. We're going into a full day of a blackout. So this is a massive reset of the timeline. And if a person is listening and they think this is spiritual wackadoo stuff and what's the timeline, and it's time to wake up now. It's time to wipe the crust out of your eyes. Are you familiar with the Mandela effect? Oh yeah. It's so important. It's so important that, you know, when you come across these things, you realize the fabric of the reality is not what you were led to believe. Of course, we're all here to save our children, Awakening 5D. And if you missed yesterday's episode, please go back to the channel page. Very important for all parents. Please share that video link across all platforms. And let's rise up and let's raise the vibrational frequency of our world. We're raising the vibrational frequency of the reality right now because we're in the Schumann resonance blackout right now, and we're the creators. You didn't realize this, but God is actually flowing through the DNA right now. Because your DNA is online, you're accepting the solar flash energy. And if you're new to the solar flash, the great solar flash event is not an ancient myth. It's been happening. It will continue to happen. And we will experience a grand solar flash. And light is information, just like Nikola Tesla taught us. And the information is coming online. We are the creators. Jedi, what a tremendous name, Jedi. We are the creators. And they actually teach you the truth in these movies. And they lie to you on the news. Oh yeah. So in this inverted world, it's also known as Luciferian. We had to come down here. You have to realize your power right now. The Hopi Prophecy Rainbow Warriors. There was a lot of, in our world, there was so much to try to take away the Native American culture from the mainstream eyes. Do you know about this? Do you know you know about Land O'Lakes? Remember that lady? Beautiful lady. She's gone. Remember those sports teams? They're all gone right now. Because the Native American culture taught us about this time. And everything goes through this land that we're on right now. And if you're new to this, if you're just tuning in, you say, oh, I want to learn about the Schumann resonance, and you're not familiar with the Hopi Prophecy Rainbow Warriors, it states, when the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people will come onto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and whom, by their actions and deeds, will make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. And that's what we are. We're the warriors of the rainbow, of the Hopi prophecy. We're all putting in our different energetic colors right now. And that's how we're all going to create this shift. And you need to focus like a laser beam right now because we are in the blackout. And the blackout is so important. The darkness is so important sometimes. And we have to embrace being in the dark. Because that's where we are born. We're born in the dark. Right now, a lot of us, in the past few years, we experienced a lot of darkness. But it's so powerful. The power is in the dark. Because that's where you're being born. And you're rising up right now in the void, in the darkness, in the blackout. And that's what we need to be focused on right now. Being the creators, embracing the blackout, embrace the blackout, and broadcast this energy outward. And that's how we create the new earth. Lynn Roberts, thank you so much for the support. I love you, Lynn. Thank you for being here every day. It means so much. Escaping Samashra, thank you so much. Much love, Michael. Thank you for helping me to be confident on my spiritual path. It's time to ascend and go back home. You're such an inspiration, Michael. Thank you. And, be confident. And, when the mocking and shaming comes your way, if it does come, tell them where to go. Recently, I did a video. I'm sure you saw it. The art of not giving a shift. You can't care because, listen, these people they're not going where you're going. There's two timelines. There's two realities. It's known as the rapture. When we come out of this blackout, we are one day into this blackout right now. This is a major timeline jump. And when we come out on the other side, we're going to be on the new timeline. We're going to keep changing. And again, there's an energy, there's a frequency war right now. Remember Tesla, frequency war. It's happening. And you're only responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for anyone else. You can't tell anyone what to do. All you can do is work on yourself. They will see you as the lighthouse. Or if they don't like you, throw up the deuces. See you later, deuces. Throw them the heck out of your everyday life. Throw them out. Don't be afraid. This is mental health awareness at this time. And this is where we have to be focused on the lion energy right now. We have to be focused on the warrior energy right now because we keep getting these opportunities, but the people are not taking advantage of these opportunities. I see a lot of light workers. I see a lot of truthers, whatever you like to call them, and they're actually spending time going against each other instead of moving forward like a unit. And that's why Commander is on the ground. And that's why I have to do this. I can't be hovering above the earth, floating around on a light ship, doing all these things. I actually have to walk the earth. I have to do these things, and I have to wake each and every one of you up to get on the same page because the enemy is on the same page, and you need to be on the same page. I'll give you the tough love. And a lot of people in the chat right now, they say, oh, he's speaking the truth because that's what I do. I speak the truth. And you need to speak the truth even if your voice shakes. And if you're getting this message right now, you have to focus your consciousness that you are broadcasting the energy, that we are witnessing the crash of the old now. And we're witnessing the birth of the new earth now. So one more time, we're witnessing the crash of the old. Birth of the new. Yes. The birth of the new. Of the new now. When we come out of this blackout, you're going to be on the new timeline now. And these creatures can no longer exist here because the solar flash keeps raising the vibrational frequency of our world. I'm the best there is at what I do. And so are you. You have to focus on that now. You're the creator. You're creating this with your consciousness. You have to realize that, dear one. You're creating this with your own consciousness. And so it is. Bay Area Believer, that was a tremendous song too. You could ring my bell, ring my bell, ring. You could ring my bell, ring my bell, ring. You could ring my bell, ring my bell, If you're new to the channel, I also do comedy. I got to keep I got to keep the vibrations high right now. It's our everyday lives. I shared with all of you. I bring all the energies. You might see people on the screen. They're always the same. They always have the same. I bring all the energies. My Nana taught me this. She trained me for this moment in time. She said, there's a time for this and a time for that. And you could actually see this in this video alone. And that's why we have to lead. We have to be commanders. We have to command the reality ourselves. And I hope the message resonates with you. I'm grateful for your support. And the greatest things you could do is smash the like button, leave comments, take the video link. Every person, if you've never done it before, make today be the first day. Don't be afraid. Share the video link on your social media platforms. Share the video. You could text the link to even one friend. Say, friend, why don't you watch this video and subscribe to this channel? And we're going to make it through this event right now. I'm very grateful for all the support on Patreon. The link is in the description. We're going to keep on having live Zoom meetings. All the recordings of all of our uncensored Zoom meetings are up on Patreon. And I'm very grateful for all the support. The link is pinned above. And just keep going. No matter what, just keep going. So focus strong. We have to focus strongly at this time. Yeah, sharing is caring, Julie. Sharing, if you care about your share. That's all you got to do is share. If everyone shared, we could really grow this channel rapidly. Overnight, we could grow it. And if you got this through a share, then you share. And share, share, share. And you never know. We just, boom, there it goes. It has to be authentic. And it must go through the people. I heard someone say that a long time ago. And here we are. We're still going. Yeah. And keep smashing the like button. We're almost there. We're almost there. Keep smashing. Keep smashing. So I'm grateful for all of you. There's so much, coming in store. And also, if you have subscribed to the channel, I'm being very active on the community tab. You could take part in our polls. It's a Our Everyday Lives community. So we have polls, we have posts, we learn about superheroes because superheroes teach us about what's going on in the world today. So I love you all and keep sharing, and I'll see you all soon. And bye.